What's good, guys? EasyTech231 here. Welcome back to another episode of Best Budget Tech, where I show you guys a bunch of tech that won't break the bank. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at tech that you can grab for under 100 bucks. First up, we've got this killer controller from GameSir. This is the GameSir G4S. Now, just a few months ago, I reviewed the GameSir G3S, and I really did enjoy that controller, but this one's even better. It works with Android, PC, and it'll even work with your PS3, your smart TV, and the Gear VR. Now, in terms of overall comfort, I was very satisfied with the controller. It feels really good in the hand, it has a decent amount of grip, and I was especially happy with the button press feedback. Now, unlike the G3S, the G4S has a built-in phone clamp, and this will fit phones ranging from 3.5 to 6 inches in screen size. You're also looking at a really good 16-hour battery life, Bluetooth 4.0, as well as 2.4 GHz connection using the included USB dongle, and if you really wanted to, you could use this as a wired controller with the included USB cable. Overall, this is a super solid controller that can be used in a number of different ways. It's got a 5-star rating on Amazon. I love it, and it's highly recommended. Alright, so next up we have the Blue R1 HD. This is a legit phone with a 5-inch 720p display covered in Gorilla Glass 3, 1 or 2 GB of RAM, 8 and 5 megapixel cameras respectively, a 2500 mAh battery, it runs Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and it also has both the dual SIM and micro SD card support, expandable up to 64 GB. Now, not only is this phone under 100 bucks, you can actually grab it for 50 or 60 bucks depending on which variant you go for, but regardless, this device is more than capable of handling daily tasks like web and social media browsing and even some light gaming. I'm gonna be honest, I was genuinely impressed with how well this thing ran, and I think it's safe to say if you're looking for a phone that won't cost you an arm and a leg like some of these other phones out there, this is a great way to go. It's got a very nice screen, a surprisingly comfortable feel in the hand with that nice matte finish on the back, it's got great battery life, you gotta love the fact that you can stick a micro SD card in here to get that extra storage, and one other thing that you may be surprised about is the fact that it's got a front-facing flash. Yeah. Now, of course, I do have to mention that the cameras on this phone aren't the best, I'm just going to be honest here. But thankfully, because of the front-facing flash, you can save yourself from some rather embarrassing low-light selfies. Overall, it's a super solid phone in terms of what you get for the money, and if you're looking to save some coin, this should definitely be on your radar. Third item on hand is the Anker Soundcard Sport XL. This speaker pretty much does it all. It's got a full 16-watt output with 2 subwoofers, 15 hours of playback time. With Bluetooth 4.1, it's got a whopping 66 feet of connection range, which is more than double the normal range that we get in other speakers, and it's also IP67 certified, which means it's shockproof, dustproof, and yes, waterproof. Now, in terms of sound quality, you will not be disappointed. Check it out. So yeah, the speaker doesn't really look to wow you with a crazy design or anything like that, it just gets the job done. It's perfect for literally any situation you could think of. And lastly, one thing I really like about the speaker is the fact that you can use it as a power bank. It has a full USB port on the back, so you can use that to charge your phone or your tablet. Overall, this is a killer speaker for the price. This too has a 5-star rating on Amazon, and really, you can't go wrong with this one. Second to last, we have the Satechi R1. There really isn't a whole lot to say about this other than this is hands down the best tablet stand that I've ever used. First off, it's got a solid aluminum construction. That in itself is a win. It's a very flexible stand as the device sits on a 270-degree hinge, and that sits on a 180-degree base hinge, and the whole thing can be folded down flat for easy transportation, so it's pretty versatile. It is without a doubt safe to say that this will hold pretty much every tablet out there within reason, and of course, it'll hold any smartphone like it's nothing. The R1 is easily one of my favorites as far as accessories go, and say it with me now, it's got a 5-star rating on Amazon, and I highly recommend that you pick one of these up. Now, last but not least, we've got a mechanical keyboard from Qisan, or is it from Ajaz? I don't know. Either way, this is a very nice mechanical keyboard for the money. So I get asked about this thing quite often on my other videos, so I thought now would be a good time to share it with you guys. Now, if you're looking for the white on white version that I've got going on here, you're not going to find it. I originally bought this one here, which is the black with a white backlight. Then I went on to buy the white with a blue backlight, and then I switched all the keycaps. So there you go. Now for the keyboard itself, we're looking at what they call Zorro switches, and they're essentially MX equivalents. The keyboard features all key rollover and anti-ghosting. It's got some pretty slick lighting effects, which can be adjusted with a certain combination of buttons. And if you get the variant with the blue switches like I have here, this is what you can expect it to sound like. Oh yeah, Now, I'm no expert when it comes to mechanical keyboards. All I know is that it sounds really good, the key press is solid, and overall, it's going to be hard to beat for the price. Well, that about wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to smack that like button, comment your thoughts on the tech that I featured in this video, and make sure you check them out in the description. That does it for me. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.